Hey everybody, welcome to the walkthrough of Eloquent JavaScript. And we're going to start with chapter 1, so here we go. We think we are creating the system for our own purposes. We believe we are making it in our own image, but the computer is not really like us. It is a projection of a very slim part of ourselves, that portion devoted to logic, order, rule, and clarity. And that's from Ellen Ullman, Close to the Machine, Technophilia, and Its Discontents. Now, if this seems like we're jumping into the middle, it's because I recorded a different version of this that came out without any sound, where we went over what Eloquent JavaScript is and how we're going to be reading through it, but it took too long, and that's pretty much all we needed to say was, this is Eloquent JavaScript, we're going to read through it. You'll notice that this is the PDF version. There is a non-PDF version which we might transition to. I've also got my Replit open here, and previously I went through all of this and wrote down some vocab terms. I'm going to save this somewhere and provide it for students who are walking through this, but this is basically like a chapter 1 vocab list. So in subsequent videos you'll actually see portions of me building this, but for now, well, it's already been built, so I don't want to go back and keep doing it. And there's something about a metaphor for the first time you read Eloquent JavaScript, it being kind of like a, circular, kind of frustrating endeavor. So now that it is for me as well, then we're in kind of the same boat. So let's go ahead and jump back, and we'll, start with our introduction. This is a book about instructing computers. Computers are about as common as screwdrivers today, but they are quite a bit more complex, and making them do what you want them to do isn't always easy. If the task you have for your computer is a common, well-understood one, such as showing you your email or acting like a calculator, you can open the appropriate application and get to work. But for your unique or open-ended task, there probably is no application. That is where programming may come in. Programming is the act of constructing a program. And I think I put that in the vocab list. There we go. A set of precise instructions telling a computer what to do. Because computers are dumb, pedantic beasts, programming is fundamentally tedious and frustrating. I don't like referring them to, beasts or pedantic, because you never know, they might take over at some point in the future, and I'd like to have a clear record of being kind to them. So, computer, if you are listening, I do not believe you are pedantic, dumb, or a beast. Fortunately, if you can get over that fact, and maybe even enjoy the rigor of thinking in terms of that dumb machines can deal with, good lord, programming can be rewarding. It allows you to do things in seconds that would take forever by hand. It is a way to make your computer tool do things that it couldn't do before, and it provides a wonderful exercise in abstract thinking. Most programming is done with programming languages. A programming language is an artificially constructed language used to instruct computers. It is interesting that the most effective way we found to communicate with a computer borrows so heavily from the way we communicate with each other. Like human languages, computer languages allow words and phrases to be combined in new ways, making it possible to express ever new concepts. At one point, language-based interfaces such as BASIC and DOS prompts of the 1980s and 90s were the main method of interacting with computers. They have largely been replaced with visual interfaces, which are easier to learn but offer less freedom. Computer languages are still there, if you know where to look. One such language, JavaScript, is built into every modern web browser and is thus available on almost every device. This book will try to make you familiar enough with this language to do useful and amusing things with it. And with that, that's it for the introduction. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next section.